We all have issues with finding clothes that we like or that we can fit into. But if you have Down syndrome, it's even harder. Or if you're shopping for someone with Down syndrome, it's even harder. And a local company wants to fix that. They're now making clothes specifically designed for the needs of people with Down syndrome. And we have Kyle Volton joining us this morning from Xtra Apparel Clothing Company. Morning, Kyle.
Good morning.
How's it going?
Very well.
That's good to hear. And we have some of these products already in front of us here, some of the clothes you offer. But first, I want to kind of get the backstory for this. What made you decide that you wanted to get into this?
Well, I had the same thoughts, that you just mentioned earlier. Thinking back, I have a brother with Down syndrome as well. Really from adolescence and beyond, it's been very difficult. I remember vividly my mom complaining about how difficult it was to find clothes that fit him properly. So that really was the inspiration. I had the idea, the name of the company, the logo, everything all kind of came together at once and really motivated me to get this going. There isn't a company out there catering to the Down syndrome community. And I feel like for far too long, fashion industry as a whole has just neglected and ignored a segment of the population. So it's time to fix that. And there should be a company out there that helps with that.
I love that. That is so accurate. I have a similar story. I have a sister who has Down syndrome, and I've gone clothing shopping with her. And boy, it is difficult. It is difficult to find something that fits, and then, they have the lower muscle tone, so it's difficult when you maybe have to deal with things like zippers or buttons or things that they have a harder time with. What about this is different than other clothes that you would find in a store?
Well, so the main thing that is different, we're trying to, of course, appeal to or help with the sizing issue. I did have a conversation with Dr. Martha Hall from the University of Delaware a while back. They did a study where they brought in thousands of people with Down syndrome, took their measurements in hopes of creating a size guide specific for the Down syndrome community. Kind of like the way there's petite size clothing or plus size clothing, just a blueprint and something to go off of and start with. So we're not there yet. They're still working on the data and putting that together, but I'm optimistic and feel like it's close. We're heading in the right direction. We're starting to see those things be addressed. So that gives me faith that we'll get there eventually, have that size guide, and be able to do that. But outside of that, there isn't a ton that's different about our clothes. I am aware of fabric, as you mentioned, buttons, zippers, also tags can be
irritating.
Pesky. Yes, yes. Early on when doing some research, I found out, I don't recall exactly where I saw this statistic, but 1 in 4 people with Down syndrome are also on the autism spectrum. So they can be very sensitive to itchy fabric. Again, the tags are a no-go. So, the more I thought about that though, the more I realized that most people want soft, comfortable, lightweight clothes.
Yeah, tags are annoying for me.
Right.
Yeah.
No one likes their back scratched by a tag every time they move. So, I'm trying to get the word out and hoping that the brand will catch on a broad scale, and not be looked at as just clothes for people with Down syndrome, but a brand that anyone and everyone can get behind and support with the mission that we're hoping to accomplish.
They're clothes for everybody, and that means people with Down syndrome. They're included in the everybody.
Yes.
I like that. Not just clothes for people who are a size small or only a certain height or this or that. Anyone can wear them. And so let's just talk about some of the products that you brought. We'll start on that end. What is that there you got?
This is our endurance line. So this is just a tank top, very lightweight, breathable fabric. It's got mesh on the back and then also a lighter weight fabric on the back as well. Flat seams to help, avoid
the texture, weird feeling problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So these are all items that were carried in Shields last summer. And these are items that I worked directly with a manufacturer to create. If you go on our website, some of the items are wholesale clothing items you can find just about anywhere, but these are our own. So these are my babies and kind of the first line that we rolled out. So yeah, the tank top has has done very well. The tights have been very popular as well. So these are just, women's tights. These work pretty well across, again, for everyone.
Bodies, sizes, shapes, all that sort of
Exactly.
stuff.
Yep.
Okay, and then it looks like we got some short, oh, these are
Those are
sweatpants, it
joggers.
looks like.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
joggers, all right. Who doesn't
the
love a good
men.
jogger?
Yeah.
I have to say, that's soft. That's nice fabric.
Exactly.
That is a good fabric we got here. And then is this a men's t-shirt as
T-shirt.
well that we have there?
Yep, and then we have both men's and women's shorts.
Okay, I'm just going to hold this one up here so people can see it. Oh, and that mesh fabric again on the back. So the nice breathable
Breathe,
fabric
exactly.
that we have.
Yep.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
And so if people are looking at this and they say, I want to get a hold of this, where can they go to find some of this comfy apparel?
So right now, items are not available in Shields, but I'm planning on, with supply chain issues, I'm hoping late April we'll have these items and then some additional colors as well available at Shields. Or go online, xtraapparel.com. You can find us on Facebook. Yeah.
And that's X, the letter X, TRA, apparel.com. Xtra Apparel. All right, well, this is amazing. I honestly have, struggled with this with my family member, and I have never thought about someone creating something different, so I'm glad you finally did that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, again, xtraapparel.com, Facebook as well. Coming up here on today's show, some big changes for mortgages in 2022. We'll explain how you can cash in on some of those benefits right after this.